factory that Hwaisn is floating over? He might have, he might not have. I would have to guess that he didn't. But Darkelf is ready to push on his own. He's bringing up a couple of Marines along with the Vulture, and Hwaisn's ramp is undefended. And that SCV now going towards the north part, but it's a bit late now because that factory's already floated over. So unless he spotted it the first time around, he's not going to see it here. And now Hwaisn under some serious pressure from Darkelf, and Darkelf displaying some excellent Vulture micro. Hwaisn forced to bring out those SCVs to try and stop this attack. That Vulture on very low HP but doing good damage. Hwaisn's factory's floated over. He's already produced one Vulture, my guess is, and he's got a tank popping out of his factory with the machine shop in it. So and here we see the contrast in styles. While Hwaisn went for a double factory, one with the machine shop and one to be floated over, Darkelf went for a factory with machine shop and a starport. So he's gonna have raids to which Hwaisn is not gonna have a counter early on. I certainly didn't see him try to put up an armory or anything, and he doesn't have any more Marines, and he floated his barracks up. So Darkelf has also put a supply depot down at the south of his of the approach to his base. So he's going to see these Vultures kind of coming a little sooner than they get there. But at the same time, he is going to be taken by surprise because I don't think he scouted that. And Hwaisn is now going to do a double pressure move. He's sending 2 siege tanks down the middle, and he's sending 3 Vultures around the south. So he's going to go attack on 2 fronts. And Darkelf has spotted those Vultures now. Hwaisn continuing to push with those tanks. They're coming under fire from that Wraith. I mean, the Wraith doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does hurt. And one of the tanks goes down. So Hwaisn being forced back into his base while his Vultures still continue. And it looks like he's going to lose both his siege tanks, and this could be very bad for Hwaisn, because if he loses both his siege tanks, unless Hwaisn is planting spider mines, so he did tech up spider mines, that means he probably doesn't have siege mode. And oh my god, I think a tank just got taken out. A tank popped out of Darkelf's factory, and I think it just got killed by the 3 spider mines Hwaisn had here. So even though Darkelf has raids, action happening at both ends here, even though Darkelf has raids, Hwaisn has spider mined the whole of his base, really, and that's going to spell trouble for him later on. Meanwhile, Darkelf just pounding Hwaisn's base with those 2 siege tanks. Hwaisn has no defenses, and he's forced to use SCVs to fight the battle for him. He's got a tank pumped out, and that tank is killed off. And Darkelf microing those tanks really, really well, maneuvering them around, killing off those SCVs, really hurting Hwaisn's economy, while Hwaisn is doing the same to Darkelf's economy with those Vultures. It'll be really interesting to have a look at Darkelf's base and see what's going on. Also, he's plonked his barracks down, so he's producing those a few Marines. He's got an SCV repairing that tank. He's also built a bunker in his base to counter Hwaisn's Vultures. So he's seemed to have warded off. Darkelf has warded off Hwaisn's attack, and his Wraith can now come back to join in the attack. Hwaisn continuing to produce Vultures from that proxy factory he had floated over. It's still on the other side of those neutral buildings. But he still has 3 spider mines, so you can see exactly what Darkelf is up to. Darkelf has gotten a Goliath out there. He's put up a turn, and the Goliath goes down. But the tank is now trapped between those SCVs. Excellent micro. He's managed to trap. Oh my god, that's brilliant. He's managed to trap the tank between those SCVs. Hwaisn tries to go down through the south path again, unsuccessfully, and the raids go down. I don't think Darkelf has cloaking technology, so Hwaisn once again going to get his Vultures into Darkelf's base. That Wraith just harassing. Unfortunately, Wraiths don't do a lot of damage, and I don't think those 2 Wraiths are going to do a lot. They're picking off a few SCVs here and there, but Hwaisn does have Goliaths to deal with them, and it'll be interesting. He definitely does not have cloak, so those raids are getting taken out. So that was kind of, you can say that Hwaisn's double factory has probably, paid off better than Darkelf's factory/starport. Of course, if the game goes later on, Darkelf is going to have dropships earlier, but somehow I think this game is just it's been action-packed all the way. Those mines in Darkelf's base still giving Hwaisn critical scouting information. He's now sending Goliaths down, so he's doing a Goliath push down the middle, straight down the middle, and Darkelf has got a tank out. I wonder if he's got siege mode. He's got a Wraith to support it, so he has very little in the way of units to actually defend this attack. And Hwaisn has put that barracks down and has produced a Marine from it. So his Goliaths are in. The Wraith is down. One of the Goliaths is down. Oh my god! Oh, the tank just got killed by one of the mines. Oh, this is bad. This is GG. That was oh my god, one of the mines left over from Hwaisn's earlier foray into Darkelf's base just took out the tank. There's another tank out though, and it's going to be taken out by another mine. Oh, that's horrible. Disaster strikes for Darkelf. those mines that Hwaisn had placed in his first attack inside Darkelf's base, doing the necessary damage and tilting the game in Hwaisn's favor. I mean, this was an interesting game from the get-go. It was a showcase of contrasting styles. Darkelf going for the factory, the dual factory, floating one over. Hwaisn going for the dual factory, floating one over. Darkelf going for factory and starport. Unfortunately, the telling factor in the end was the spider mines. I mean, but I do think even if those spider mines hadn't been there, I do think Darkelf would have been overcome because Hwaisn was pumping units from 2 factories, whereas Darkelf only had a single factory. That is GG, and a good game, but you've got to feel sorry for Darkelf. He didn't play bad, he played well, but Hwaisn's strategy proved superior on that occasion. So that was a fun game. Hope you guys enjoyed that. This is Klazart. Thanks for watching.